Hey guys, it's Dee here. Hope you're all doing well. So today's video, as you can see by the title below, is going to be a get ready with me. I'm going to do some grocery shopping with my mom as well as run a few errands. So I thought, since there's like basically no makeup happening most of the days of the week, why not just throw on some makeup? So because I've got some time, I'm just going to run you guys through my everyday makeup routine again, but I've made some quick changes after the last one, so here we go. I'm just getting my NARS foundation, and this is in the shade Tahoe. Just spotting that onto my face. And I'm just going to use my beauty blender to stipple that on. And this is a damp beauty blender that I'm using to blend out my foundation. Alright, so now that that is done, this is going to be a no concealer look. I know, how terrible, but it is an everyday sort of quick makeup look, so I'm just going to skip concealer, and I'm going to top off my foundation with a second coat, but I'm going to do my eyebrows first, let the first layer kind of sit in, and then we'll just work with the second layer after that. So let's get into the brows. Alright, so I had some foundation on my lips, so I've just gone ahead and got rid of that. But now we're going to move on to brows. So I am taking my Maybelline Tattoo Brow Pomade, and this is in the dark brown shade. And I'm just taking an angled brush and just going to be filling in my eyebrows. Alright, so now that I've heavily and messily filled in my brows, I'm going to go in with some foundation on a brush like this, and I'm just going to be cleaning up my eyebrows just to make them a little bit more sharp and neat. So I'm just carving the bottom of the brow and then making sure that the arch is as clean as possible. Then I'm going on top and making the top of the brow as sharp as possible as well, but also making sure that there's no excess product overlining the brows. I'm just going to go in with my beauty blender and clean up any of the product that might be showing through. And also, if there's any excess product on the brow brush, I'm just going to fill in my brows just in case I clean it up a bit too much. I'm just going to comb out my brows and make sure that the front ends are as smooth and soft as possible, and then that the rest of the product that is in the eyebrow will be distributed evenly. Okay, so that is brows done. I'm going to go in with my second layer of foundation just to cover up any hyperpigmentation as well as the rest of my acne scarring that might be peeking through a little bit, and then we're going to set the face in place. So I'm just going in with that second layer underneath the eyes and just letting it slightly sit for a little while I move and work on my cheeks where I have quite a bit of pigmentation from my acne scarring. So now that that's done, I'm going to be getting my translucent powder and I'm going to be setting my face into place. So I'm just taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder and using my beauty blender, I'm just going to set my under eyes. Make sure that there's no creases from when you put on the foundation. And then just set it in place. I'm mostly focusing this on my T-zone and then kind of just lightly pushing it into my skin everywhere else. And just around my mouth as well, because I do crease quite a bit over there. And around my nose, especially in the little creases, because I do tend to get quite oily around that. And just whatever excess is left on the beauty blender, I'm just pushing that onto the eyelids. And also pushing the excess just onto the bottom part of my face where I haven't really set it. Now I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Palette, and I'm going to be taking this in the medium to tan palette. And I'm going to take these two dark shades and mix them on this brush and then use it as a bronzer slash contour, slightly bronzing more than contouring. Working in that 3 shapes, so around the forehead, down onto the cheeks, and then bringing it down onto the jawline. So when I work on the cheek with the contour, I make sure I stipple it on rather than like pushing it around or swirling it around, just because I do have acne scarring, so I do want to get as much coverage as possible. And I'm using this as a blush at the same time as well, because I don't use blush either. It's bronzing done, now we're going to move on to the eyes. Alright guys, so I'm taking the same palette and I'm going to be using the orange shade over here. Just taking a fluffy brush, I'm going to use this as a crease color. Focusing this mainly in the crease, but I'm slightly bringing it up just so that we can show that color when the eyes do open up. Alright, so now I'm going to move on to mascara. So I'm just taking my Maybelline Colossal Mascara in the Smoky Black range. I'm just going to be coating my lashes with this. I don't put any mascara on my bottom lashes just because it does darken it out quite a bit and just doesn't suit me, so I do like to keep it onto the upper lash line. And I try and focus this as close as possible to the actual lash line so that when I do bring the product up, firstly it like moves out evenly, but also it creates this like illusion of eyeliner in the waterline. Alright you guys, so we're going to move on to lips. So I'm just taking my NYX Lip Smacking Fun Colors in the shade Pecan, and I'm using this as a natural lip line. Just putting my lips together to bring that on top of the lips as well. And then I'm just using my finger to blend it out. Then now that I have that on, I'm going to be taking my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline, and I'm just going to be putting that into the center of the lip. Alright you guys, so this is the finished look. I just went ahead and put on some gold earrings. You may have seen it in my last video. If you haven't watched it already, the link will be up here. But this is the finished look you guys. I usually don't do my brows when I go on like everyday errands and stuff like that, just because I'm quite lazy about it, and also I do know that they're quite short and sparse and stuff like that, but yeah, when I don't have the time, I just don't do them. But when I do, this is the routine of my eyebrows that I now follow. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please hit that like button, comment down below or message me on Instagram about how you felt about this video or any video suggestions, anything that you want to know about in this video, and do subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. So bye!